Hello friends. A question is being asked in one of the user group about updating the pivot table. Let me replicate the problem statement which was there in the question. I have this pivot table on the right side and on the left side the data source for this pivot table. And the problem statement here is if the user add more data to the data range here and try to refresh the pivot table, nothing happens there. To make that change happen for the added rows of the data, need to go to pivot table analyze, change the data source and expand the range of the data to get the correct number over there. To automate it, what is the solution? Excel table is the solution to this problem. And what is the Excel table? Excel table, how to create the Excel table is very simple. You can remain in the data range anywhere, any cell, and then use the shortcut Control T, which will allow you to create a table. It will always ask you whether your table has headers. In my case, yes, I do have. I say OK. A table is being created, nicely formatted with filter button on the top. But what is the other indication whether this is a table? When you click on any of the cell and if you look at the ribbon, you will find a table design button. And when you click on table design, you will find various options which is relating to the table. You can format this again, or you have a different styles available there. You can unselect the filter button not to have the filter button, and total rows, so it will simply add the total rows there. You can also have the insert slicer option, which is a nice option when you do your reporting in Excel. But the most important part is the table name. When we created the table, Excel gave it a default name, table 7. I will rather rename it more user-friendly name, let's say sales data. The name has to be without any space in a single word. You cannot use a space to name the table. So this is my table name. Now what happens here is if now I add more data in this table and refresh my pivot table, you will see that the refresh happening automatically or the data getting added to the pivot table. So this is the solution to the problem which was narrated in the question posed by user. Apart from this, what are the other advantages of using table rather than simply having data in a cell range? If I need to create an additional calculated column in the table, let's say here unit price, which will be a division of revenue column with the unit number of units. So I can simply write this formula selecting these two cells in the division formula. And you see the moment I wrote the formula, the very first row, it automatically get populated in the whole column till the last row of my data in the table. And if you look at the formula bar, it just reads the reference of the column name, revenue and units. Now, the combination of table and column name is called a structured reference, and that's where the power of table comes in various shape. I'll give you a few more examples there. The name in a structured reference adjusts whenever you add or remove data from the table, right? So let's start writing some formula outside the table, and structured reference also appear when you create a formula outside the table that reference the table data. And these references can make it easier to locate tables in a large workbook, especially when you have a workbook where you have multiple sheets. Finding the data or referencing the cell range, usually what you do without Excel table, is very difficult and not easy to maintain those formulas. Now let's look at that either in the same table. If I start writing a formula, sum the references, the sales table, sales data, And within that, I have those column names which automatically appear on IntelliSense. And I select the revenue column and close the bracket to get my sales number or the revenue, sum of the revenue column here in the formula. And the formula simply read the table reference and the column reference. Let's look at another sheet. In the new sheet, if I try to give the reference to create a pivot table, the same pivot table what we had, to create a pivot table, I will use the shortcut Alt and VT, and in this, the table range, I will use sales data, which is our table name, and you will see that the whole range of table appears here in the pivot table. And then I can use this for creating a pivot table, which is now reading the table reference rather than individual sales over there. And the other formula like sum if, again, I'm in a new worksheet. My table is lying somewhere else, which is sales data. And I'm saying for a product ID 407, give me the revenue sum. So I will add sales data and revenue. And if you look at this, this is giving me 157,567 for product 407, which you can verify it from here. So this is the Excel table. There are many more other advantages of using Excel table. Start using Excel table to make those formula look much more simpler, elegant, and easy to write and understand. Apart from this, when you start learning advanced tool like Power Query, Power Pivot, or data model and the relationship in Power BI, this concept of Excel table will give you an advantage learning those advanced concepts in those tools. I hope you find this video useful, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.